What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Did I Like It? This is going to be for Child of Light. I did not play on the Vita, I played on the PS4, but I wanted a physical version. So, this game was a Game of the Month in my Facebook group, Game Club. It was Game Clubs, which Game Clubs I thought sounded weird for a while, but now that it's Game Club, it doesn't sound right. Like it should be Game Clubs still. But anyways, this is a pretty fun game, pretty short. I have a full Let's Play of this game that I will be uploading at some point. Basically, the story, not spoiling anything, but the story is just like I want to say like Sleeping Beauty, basically. Really, really beautiful game. The music and the artwork and everything are fantastic. The combat is turn-based, but it has a little bar at the bottom, and so, like, picture this little bar at the bottom of your screen, and it shows your character's heads, like, going like this. Down here is the, this might be flipped, by the way. If it is, it's the bar's moving right. I'm pretty sure it's going to flip after I finish this video. So, I'll do it this way. Picture little heads going like this, and, you'll see, like Aurora's head, and then all your enemy heads are on there, too. And they're all going like this, and there's a little like action area at it's called cast. So there's cast and wait, and whenever you hit this cast like line where you're going over from wait to cast, you can deal damage, or you can defend, or you can use an item, and that's your turn. And then once you finish your turn, your head goes back to the bottom and goes back this way again. So basically you can see your wait time and stuff. So some characters are faster, so they'll just fly across. And it really sucks when like an enemy like casts something that slows you down, because then your head's just like super slow, and they can get like multiple hits on you before you can even get to the end. And I like the strategy behind it though, because I was talking to my buddy Mark MTShark7 on here on YouTube, and he doesn't like to defend. And I was telling him, I was like, if you're almost to this line, because defending uses up a whole turn, but if you're almost to this line and you just got, it's hard to explain. Once you hit the line, you don't just use your item, like you still have to move across here. So if you're still super slow, like sometimes an enemy will get to the cast line, and I'll have a super fast character, so even though they're like right here, I still like cast and then beat them to the end, and I hit them. Because if you get hit, or if you hit them before they're able to cast theirs, you'll reset their head back to this side. So you have to use a lot of strategy with it. And so he didn't like to defend. So I'm just like, dude, if they're going to beat you to cast and reset you anyways, hurry up and defend, because defend is instant. Like, you don't have to beat somebody to defend, and then you'll take less damage at least. Like, sometimes you just got to take one for the team and take less damage. But, so yeah, it's definitely not like a mindless battle system. You have to think about it. But, a problem that some of the people in the group, maybe just one, but at least one, they didn't like about it is all the rhyming, because this game, the dialogue is very rhymey. Like, they just rhyme all their sentences together. But it makes it really funny, because there's one character that, like for him, I'm going to try to do an example of what they do. It makes it really funny. This is off the cuff, by the way, guys. I didn't write any of this down, so bear with me. Like, say I'm like, I walked into the forest to chop down a tree, but then I saw an ogre staring at myself. Like, I could have rhymed right there and said staring at me to rhyme with tree, but he'll do something completely different, that he had an obvious rhyming word, but he didn't use it. So the main character will be like, did you mean tree? Or did you mean me? Like, he's like, no, what do you mean? Like he always seems like he's about to rhyme, and then he just doesn't. He just uses a different word, which I thought it was charming. I thought it was funny. But the artwork in this game reminds me a lot of like, you guys remember the old PBS is still there, but like, it reminds me of like a Scholastic Book Fair, or like PBS from back in the day, like watercolor kind of, like the Adventures of Richard Scarry kind of artwork. So it's kind of nostalgic in a weird way, like a nostalgia I didn't know I had until I played it, and I'm just kind of like, whoa, like one of my friends said the game's too artsy fartsy. Like Like it thinks too much of itself, basically, which means that um, it thinks it's so gorgeous that it can just like get by on that and not have good gameplay. Which I don't agree with that. I think it has good gameplay. The story's decent. It's just like your run of the mill Sleeping Beauty clone, basically. But I still really enjoyed this game, and I think you guys should try it. I'd probably give it a 7.5, which is good. It's a good game, not a bad game. So don't get mad if you're like obsessed with Child of Light and I just gave it a 7.5. But anyways, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.